And welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, my fellow fiends. Very sorry about the delay in uploads. A few things happened. First, I was just very sick and couldn't talk without coughing pretty frequently. And then after that, the charger cable for my laptop broke, so I pretty much straight up just couldn't use my computer. And then I've just been very busy with my job, so I've been feeling unmotivated to record anything. But we'll get back into the swing of things, hopefully. A couple things changed since last time, did some work off screen. The first thing, and the most notable thing, is that Nozuchi evolved. He turned into Gishan. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, feel free to correct me. It's got a different set of resistances and weaknesses from Nozuchi, but otherwise, it is a decent upgrade, fairly tanky. I also collected that Mystic Chest in the Great Ginza Underpass off-screen. I believe it had a diamond in it. It's been a while since I collected it. I also purchased Kamudo, the last Magatama in the Great Underpass Junk Shop. And this is a physical-based Magatama. Gives us resistance to physical attacks, which is pretty nice. But it also gives us a blanket weakness to ailments, which can be pretty rough if you don't use it in the right areas. A lot of the enemies in the, a lot of enemies in the Labyrinth of Amala tend to like to use ailments, so gotta know where the enemies focus on physical attacks, and that's a good place to use it. But yeah, weakness to ailments can be pretty rough because it means any type of ailments. Physical, mind-based, just anything. So I remember in the last video I did pretty bad in this section. I feel like there's actually quite a bit of input lag, because on the PS2 it honestly doesn't feel quite as stiff as it does in this version. Don't know if that's just a bad conversion to the HD console, or maybe it's just in my head. So now that we're back in the first Kalpa, we'll start exploring the areas that we didn't get to in our last trek through here. One thing that's kind of unfortunate for me is that with my setup, I do have some pretty good options for taking on the demons in this place, but it does drain through my MP pretty quickly, so I've got to make pretty frequent treks back to healing places like Dr. Dark or even the Drinking Spirits, so that can be a bit annoying. Let's see, we can see through here, but looks like we can just go around and get the store. What's this guy gotta say? So it looks like we need a key to get through this door. We don't have any keys yet. This is a new enemy, the fairly interesting scream of Karasu Tengu. That was actually pretty unfortunate, but off-screen I learned a couple new skills. I got fought. Well, actually, I think I got Fog Breath on screen. I forget what I got off screen because it's been so long. But I did get Taunt, which raises the enemy's attack one stage, but lowers their defense 2 stages. Don't know if it's worth using, though. I definitely want to take out Karasu Tengu, because I know he's got resistance to Force. And, I don't remember what he's weak to. The decisions are going through my head right now. Well, that did crap. Guess we'll go with Fire Breath. That did okay. You might have noticed that Karasu Tengu has a pretty funny scream there. A couple of the demons in the game are like that, where they have very bizarre battle cries. Life Drain, a bit of an inappropriately named skill, as it actually drains more than just your life, it also drains your MP. Chatterskull did not survive that barrage, but it's not a big deal at this stage. It's unfortunate that this guy got that war cry in, because otherwise Fire Breath might have actually taken out Karasu Tengu on the first turn. Alright, we'll pull up somebody. I'm gonna hit up Dr. Dark once we pass him anyway, so it's not a huge deal that Chatterskull fell there. Bring up Blob. make sure you're at full health at all times, because you never know what can happen in here. Yeah, honestly, I don't really plan on using Taunt on my character. Taunt shows up on a lot of demon skill sets in reality, and if I want it, it's not too hard to find. In fact, once I get out of the Labyrinth of Amala, I think these are new enemies. Eligor. We saw this guy at the entrance of Ginza. Didn't actually get to fight him. He's deciding to be annoying. Ooh, that was pretty good. Ooh. Trying to think of what's the safest way to go about this. I could have Blob use Sexy Gaze. That's always entertaining. Just in case I don't kill them within this turn. I think Bareth has resistance to fire, so we'll use just Fire Breath since he's gone. Alright, nice. Got a couple level ups there. Ooh, what did I invest in the last time? I should really write this down. Well, when in doubt, go magic. Honestly, my stats are pretty decently balanced right now, so it's not a huge deal that I don't know what I last boosted. Anyways, get rid of Taunt in favor of Warcry. Warcry is just Super Tarunda, does 2 Tarundas at once, even costs 40 MP like 2 Tarundas would. Oh, come on. Pulinpa, panics the enemy, not useful. If it was Tentara Fu, which is the party-wide variant, I might get it, but just the single party variant, or single enemy variant, not at all worth it. Yeah, as you can see, my MP is going up pretty fast. I've only been through 2 fights. Oh, bead, nice. But on the bright side is I'm also getting tons of experience, because the enemies here give very good experience yield, or yield a very good amount of experience. Talking fast and loose with the English language can make you look foolish if you don't know what you're saying. And guess what? I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, we'll head back to Dr. Dark. Honestly, Dr. Dark's supposed to be kind of a ripoff, but have we seen Mamanofu before? I think we might have, but, you know, see him again. Like I was saying, Dr. Dark is supposed to be a bit of a ripoff, but especially in this first Kalpa, his services actually aren't all that unreasonable because he charges a flat rate regardless of what state your team is in. So even if like your whole team is completely dead, he still just charges 2,000, which can actually make him cheaper than going back to the Fountain of Healing. As you progress through the Labyrinth of Amala, his prices do shoot up quite a bit to the point where he will easily overcharge you compared to what the Fountain of Healing will charge you. But at this stage of the game, honestly, 2,000 Maka, that's not too bad. I can make that up in a few fights. Alright, which way do we want to head now? It can be, there's quite a bit to explore in the first Kalpa. Honestly, I think the first Kalpa of the Labyrinth of Amala is probably one of the toughest. Like, probably up there as either the toughest or maybe the second toughest. Just because, as I was saying, it's tough because the enemies at this point are quite difficult compared to what you normally have to face. As you can see, 2 of my teammates just got wiped out in that encounter. So I'm going to have to spend another 2,000 Maka. And as I say that, another 2 teammates get wiped out. Oy, not my day today. Honestly, if you want to make, like, huge progress in the Labyrinth of Amala, it might not be a bad idea just to hang around this first floor and level grind a bit. Because the stuff here, it's pretty nasty. Can definitely ruin your day. One thing you have to watch out for is that Dr. Dark has no as the default option, because healing is unnatural. So he can just go take that and stick it where the sun don't shine, because I really need the healing. But yeah, knowledge of what your demons are weak to is crucial. In this case, so the fact that Bicorn was weak to electric really messed me up there. By the way, this is something I wanted to say, is I realized I was pronouncing his name Bicorn in the last videos, And then I realized, you know, it's or B-corn rather. And then I realized, you know, it's probably bicorn, because, you know, like a unicorn, but this one has 2 horns. I felt kind of dumb after I realized that. Alright. Now that those interruptions are out of the way, let's continue on our way. I do have a couple chakra drops, and I will probably have to use them. Just because they're not really doing any good sitting in my inventory, and I'm past the point where selling them really does much for me. You know, I'm kind of glad I learned Tornado, because while it is very expensive at this stage of the game, it does basically act as an I win button against enemies that are weak to it, since I have Force Boost. The huge MP cost of Tornado, on the other hand, that is something I could definitely live without. Oh, I only have 1 chakra drop. Maybe I should, like, try to gather up some money and go buy a bunch. That'd be a good chance to get some lucky tickets built up. Just trying to think, who's teaching me something that I want to learn while not leaving me too weak to anything? I don't think anything uses force around here, but don't know for sure. Ugh, the decision's going through my head. I guess I'll go with Shiranui. More agility is always nice, and that's high magic. More beads. Definitely not hurting for healing options at this point. Alright, what do we got through here? One thing that always gets to me about this game is that regardless of what set I'm running, it always feels like I just don't have what I need to counter whatever it is I'm always fighting. Even when I do have, like, very valid counters to all the stuff that I'm fighting. Just those one situation where, like, you can't just perfectly take out 2 enemies in one fell swoop that just feel like, man, this set I'm running is garbage. That's weird, because this is honestly a pretty decent set. I just don't have all the coverage because I'm pretty early in the game. I do appreciate encounters that I can just, like, go, okay, I want to win this, and destroy it in 1 turn. Oh man, you are making a killing today. No pun intended. I suppose that wouldn't really be a pun, but rather irony, since he's a doctor who's healing me, but he's making a killing on all the money he's getting. Okay, so over there was just a bunch of treasure chests, so we'll be heading back this way. Man, those Yakas are yucking it up. They are able to exploit 2 weaknesses on my team. It's unfortunate. I was gonna say Nozuchi wasn't weak to elect, but actually he was, so never mind. That was something that actually stayed congruent about the Demon Fusion. Unfortunately. Okay, so actually I'm gonna want to change my Magatama to Kamudo, because I remember on this floor there's an enemy that likes to use Heat Wave, a physical skill that hits your entire party. And I had that happen to me, and they got criticals, which caused us to get pretty badly messed up. So I'll use Kamudo as a safety measure. Ah, here it is. Taraka loves using Heat Wave. And while there is a small chance that you can dodge it, just because Heat Wave has a pretty abhorrent accuracy, and your critical hits, and that's basically it. You're done for. I think this was the configuration that caused me to lose in one video. Yeah, just a nasty one. Sweet, another level up. Is there anything I can trade up for Heat Wave? You know what, get a point of vitality. Need the defense and the extra HP. Let's see, anything I wouldn't really miss? Don't really need mana bonus at this point. Yeah, that's fine. So, I guess I'll show off Heat Wave when I get the chance. Let's use a Chakra Drop for safety. Okay, so remember the gimmick of this one, you gotta watch the ceiling, because that tells you which parts of the floor are pit traps. Yeah, that's a pit trap. This is not. That's a pit trap, that's a pit trap. So this whole part's a dead end. I'll go around that one. Oh, blundered right into one. Oh well, this isn't too bad of a place to land. Let's see, what is it? Looks like it just takes me to a ladder that climbs back up. Okay, that's fair enough. Oh, where am I? I'm in a completely different area now. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done the Labyrinth of Amala. Oh, okay. That just drops me right in front of a pit trap. Let's head up through here. Okay, where am I? Ah, okay, I remember this now. Back attack resulted in the death of Chatterskull, so we'll summon in back up. Chatterskull seems to have been going down a lot recently. How unfortunate for him. I do feel kind of bad. He's not too bad of a demon. Feel like I might be pushing my luck slightly here, but I can always go back to the drinking spirits if I can plan ahead well enough. Another nice thing about the drinking spirits is that the amount of money they take is actually relative to how much you have when you like spend the initial 500. So like, they can actually barely end up taking any money at all if you don't have a lot of it. That's basically the worst encounter I could have gotten. But you know what? Let's just show off Heat Wave, because that has a kind of cool animation. Just take an energy sword and swing it. But yeah, as you can see, it's very weak at this point, especially since I haven't really invested in strength. And that's why Heat Wave is a pain in the ass, because they can get criticals like that too. And that's not so bad when it's one of them, and luckily Blob was able to dodge, but if there's several of them and they get several critical hits in a row and you don't have resistance to physical attacks, not that fun. Okay, so gotta be on the wary for pit traps again, because I blundered into one. Although it wasn't a huge deal. Did I go behind this door? Yeah, I did. Which should allow me to get around to the other side. The comprehensive walk through the Labyrinth of Amala, as if I was going through it completely blind and figuring out the puzzles as I go. Let's go with that. I'm really hoping I don't run into something that has really nasty ailment attacks. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, what's the next thing Kamuto Ah, yes! This is what I was looking for. Focus. Focus, hands down, my favorite skill in the game. I always learn it, even when I'm not running a physical build. I'll talk about it in a bit. Pit trap. Okay, go this way. Okay, here we go. Something kind of interesting there is that Incubi actually get multiple physical attacks with a single strike. But anyways, focus. Ooh, Deathstone. Deathstones are a very nice item. What do? They allow you to fuse demons of the Fiend type when you use them in a fusion. Fiend type? Like Matador? Yes, so once I hit level 30, which is the level of Matador, I can throw in a Deathstone to a fusion after I meet a certain requirement. And I can actually obtain Matador as a teammate. Very nice. Let's pull this switch. There's not much of a switch, really. It's more like a kind of power sphere. Well, in any event, pushing that switch opens up that little doorway there. And we got a Mystic Chest here. It's too risky to try and just advance the Kagetsuchi phase until it's ready to open, so I'll come back for that later. Because in fact, I'm kind of not feeling too confident at the moment. So I think I might just take an egress back to the start with the drinking spirits. If I remember the way I took. Let's see, those are pit traps. That was a pit trap. Okay. Oh god. Completely forgot which way I came from. Here we go. See, it's not too bad once you remember which way it was you're supposed to go. But yeah, I can go back to the entrance with the drinking spirits and immediately get back to that doorway. Okay, yeah, drink, drink, drink. Glug, glug, glug. How much did that end up stripping me of? Oh, that took all my money. Well. Oh well. Still have to go through the labyrinth. Now, this is something important that I forgot to do in my... I actually did have a test, or a failed recording of this, where I died, then I tried to get back to where I was off-screen, and I died again, and I didn't have any saves, and it was kind of embarrassing. Actually, I think it was I egressed back to the drinking spirits, and I was just gonna, you know, go back to where I was off-screen, and then I just, I died, and I didn't have a safety save. So yeah, always remember to safety save, especially when you're playing this game. I'm just gonna cut ahead of this, because it's kind of boring to watch. 250 Maca and a Life Stone for those who were curious. Anyways, continue back to where we started. Or not where we started, but that doorway that we unlocked. This stair, or this ladder, if I remember correctly, takes us back to it. Yep. Anything that I missed on either side? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Actually, wow, this is actually already the end of the first Kalpa. I remember it being a lot longer than this. Huh. Well, that was actually relatively efficient. I was expecting to spend at least, like, 3 videos on this. We're already at the end of the first Kalpa. Well, let's do some peeping. Sorry about the creaking of my chair, it's seen better days. Yeah, so, wow, I remember it being a lot longer than that, although I do still have to collect that mystic chest. Yeah, I kind of got that feeling from Matador. Well, definitely would like to have some knowledge. Ugh. Okay, this is kind of a weird way to show the knowledge. Okay, can you please stop showing me this? This is kind of giving me a headache. Based on what she's saying, maybe there's other vortex worlds just like the one in Tokyo. So apparently this isn't the first time something like this has happened. Ugh. Okay, please don't ever do that again. Let's see. So the takeaway from all this is that significant people are trying to recreate the world as defined by their own reason. The Fallen Angel. Yeah, I'm really starting to get a good idea of who this guy actually is. But for now, we'll just call him Mr. Lewis. But that little bit of expository information grants us access to the next Kalpa. And we're going to want to jump down this sinkhole. Because once we go down here, it gives us access to the next Kalpa from the base floor. So we've got a different falling minigame here. Ah, okay, yeah. Okay, whoa. Oh, man. I swear the controls for this are not very precise in this version of the game. Oh, man. Aha! Okay, I can handle this. Get it! Ah! I was really good at this on the PS2 version. I swear something feels off about it in this version of the game. I'm not just trying to cover up for the fact that I'm a complete idiot with very poor depth perception. Oh man, that messed me up. Okay. So what do we got here? Oh. I'm just exploring this place to get stronger. You know, whatever you say, Obi-Wan. Okay, listen. Why are you waiting till now to tell me this? Shove off. Yeah, it's talking about God's vengeance striking this land. You're not doing anything to help me. I don't feel like why I should listen to that guy. Alright, so what do we got here? Looks like we do not have the candelabrum for each pedestal. And the way forward is blocked by this door. So yeah, you understand the basic progression for this, I'm sure. We have to defeat fiends in order to obtain their candelabra. And then we place them in the proper pedestals in the Labyrinth of Amala, and we can progress. Okay, let's see if I can do a better showing of this. That's not a good start. Oh man, I'm hard. Oh no. Okay, let's just try and take it safe. Ooh. Ooh, item. Get it now! Oh, whoa! Oh, man. Whoa, this is stressful. Ah. Disappoints me every time. Well, at least I didn't hit anything that time. Alright, but yeah, that's the first Kalpa of the Labyrinth of Amala. Off screen, I'll go back for that Mystic chest I missed and grab that, see what it has. Oh. Oh! Oh. Oh. Well, hey, more level ups for the walking we have to do. Buffalo, which is nice, gives me more coverage. Ah, just a chakra drop. Would've been nice if he gave me an incense. Will you be that friend in need, Blob? Yeah, well, that's not bad. But yeah, let's walk and talk for a bit. So, we've progressed into the Labyrinth of Amala a bit deeper, but we're going to have to defeat more fiends if we want to make any more progress. And given how tough Matador was, might be a bit of a harrowing journey we have ahead of us, but nothing I'm not really feeling any at all unprepared to handle. But I'm surprised how quickly I got through this Kalpa. I remember the first time I played this game, I wandered around this quite a bit, and I ended off at like level 30. This is actually relatively expedient compared to how I did it the first time I came here. Even the second time I was in here for a while. I'll just skip past this. Whoop. That punch is so difficult to time. But oh. Well, it looks like you need the proper candelabras in order to open up the sinkholes to the next tier of the Labyrinth of Amala, so it looks like I can't just quickly jump there. Oh, well, it's a fairly straight shot to there anyway. So, I think we'll call it a video here. I appreciate you watching, my fellow fiends, and when we continue, we will be going back to Ikebukuro to actually progress the story of the game. I was kind of having a good time here, but I guess we can do that. Off screen, I'll collect that mystic chest, and I'll see what it has and tell you when I get back in this video. Probably be a level or two higher because of all the fighting I'll have to do to get back to it. But other than that, yeah, that's it for this video. I very much appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Until next time, see ya.